We're live? Good, let's start. Welcome everyone to our live stream. This is going to be the live stream for sales representatives, salespeople, brokers, agents who would like to sell real estate around the world. And my name is Alex. I'm founder of Realiste AI. And today I'm going to tell you guys in this live stream what mistakes you usually do, why you lose clients, why they will never come back to you, why you send them messages in WhatsApp and they just never respond to you, why all this happening, and why you guys should value my words. Just 1 minute of self-introduction. I'm founder of Realiste AI. This is a global company now, valued more than $100 million till this moment. And this company invented AI for residential real estate. This company now covers 124 cities across the globe. I'm personally in the sales 20 years in residential real estate. And for my career, I made thousands, yes, thousands of pitches to clients, investors, and employees also. So more than 5,000 pitches for this time. Usually my day is about 4 or 5 meetings with investors or clients or, people who would like to invest in real estate. So usually in every quarter, I make more than 120, 150 pitches and presentations of realist and opportunities for real estate investors. That's why you could value my words. Also about me, already published like hundreds of articles across the world from top medias like Bloomberg, Forbes, etc., and about what I did, what technology we gave to the people, what company we are building, etc. So today I'm going to speak about how sales representative do their job in Realist and how we make our sales in-house, and it's going to be valuable for sales representative, brokers, realtors around the world. If you work already in Realist inside the team, or you just work as an agent or as a partner in Realist or with Realist, it's going to be very valuable for you. Today I'm going to show you some tricks and also some examples and also some life hacks how to scale your sales. And once you are gonna see it today, believe me, you're gonna be in top 2% of sales across the world, because 98% of sales literally are making the same mistakes working with clients, and that's why they're not rich. That's why they're losing clients. That's why they're losing deals. Okay, let's start. So, first of all, just to grab your attention from the first minute, I will show you how we do sales inside the Realist. This is our pipeline in Realist sales till this moment, and why. And if you don't know what does mean pipeline, so just a few words about it. Once you have only 5 clients, you don't need this pipeline. Once you have hundreds of clients or you work with dozens of clients every month, you need to think and work with them as a pipeline of clients. Today I'm going to tell you why we're building pipeline, what stages in the pipeline, at what stages you're losing clients, and why. Okay, so let's start. Today I'm going to speak about 4, let's say 6 stages of closing the contract, closing real estate transaction from the beginning till the end. And on each stage, we're going to take our time to explain all details, how it's happening and what mistakes sales representatives usually do. So, stage number 1. Let's start with the stage number 0. Before you start selling, before you're connecting clients, you need to package yourself. Once I say package yourself, it means that you need to take time and prepare yourself for selling. First of all, you need to have a good looking style, like smart casual. It's very necessary to do it. Why? Because first of all, this and what I will say to the next points, it's necessary because people read you in the first 15 seconds. I thought previously that it's not important, but I was wrong. So I spent hundreds of, connections, hundreds of meetings before I understood that this is a very important part. How to package yourself. First of all, once you work through the WhatsApp or LinkedIn, Telegram, let's just share the screen and just have a look at random messages from sales people. So let's have a look at this avatar or this picture. So it's bad. You need to look very professional. So on WhatsApp, LinkedIn, etc. Something like this. Just to make your pictures and photos look professional, you can use AI, applications. There are hundreds of them right now, but you should look like this. Second, what you need to do, you need to write your bio in your social in your social accounts about your bio, how many deals you made, what amount of transaction you made, and how many deals you closed, and what is your experience at what market you work. So all this need to be in your bio. Second, once you work through Zoom or online calls with clients, like many of the sales representative, they work in reality through the Zoom calls. You should have three things. It's necessary. First, you should have a good microphone. Why it's so important? Because once you use just your laptop, the sound is not clear, so people just don't want to listen to you. Second, you need to have a good camera with a good light, so people can see you and nothing, no obstacles about the video. Third, it's all about what's on your back side. So you need to make your workspace like a workspace. You don't need to show that you work from home. You have some stuff behind you, and etc. No. Or you can use a virtual, people call it background or virtual backstage. I mean, sorry about my English, so I'm not a native speaker. I hope you forgive me. So, but you understand what I'm talking about. So you like video should be wonderful. Your microphone and sound should be wonderful, and your packaging in your LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Telegram should be great and professional. This is a very important part. Once you don't have it, you're going to lose your clients from the beginning. Once you send messages or once you call, this is a very important part. It's all about the picture. Second, before you go and speak with clients, you need to absorb a lot of knowledge and information about the market you work and about the numbers. If you work with investors, you have to understand what does it mean compound percentage, what does it mean inflation and how it works, what does it mean difficult percentage once you invest with leverage. All that you need to know to grab this knowledge. You can easily go to YouTube and just write in YouTube. If you work with the clients on Dubai market, Dubai real estate, and you need to absorb tens of hours of this information about the market, how many developers, what kind of developers on this market exist, and what they build, what neighborhoods. You should absorb this information because once you face with a client which is cleverer than you or have more information than you, you're gonna lose this client. It's something like once you meet a doctor, right? You go to specific doctor, you just sit down and you first of all have a look on the walls. If nothing like certificates exist with the frames, etc., you start to think, is it a good doctor? is he's professional or not, etc. And once the doctor starts to speak with you, and if this doctor knows less information about your question, you literally will not trust to this doctor. That's why you need to absorb information before you start to speak with clients. I will send you the chat. I will send you the link in the chat right now in YouTube. So, YouTube stream. Let me create a chat. Today's date is okay. Date. Create the link and send. I hope you receive it. So, just please join this chat. After this stream, we'll send you into this chat all recommendations and links where you can get necessary information about how to package yourself, how to grab information about the market, how to grab information and absorb information about the numbers and investment information. There is going to be everything about what I'm speaking today is going to be in this chat. You should better to join it right now, because later the live stream is going to be ended, so you will never get access to the chat again. So let's go to the next stage. So absorb information, package yourself, package your profiles. Good. Now, only after this stage, we can go to the stage number 1, how to send messages to your clients and how to outreach them. Let me show you some examples. I spoke with the ones of sales from Realiste recently about why why not realtors, of course, why clients just never come back to him. And this is type of messages he used to send, like, "Hi, I'm reaching out from Realist.ai in Dubai. I noticed that you had registered through our ad on Facebook and wanted to find out a little bit more. I did try calling you just now, but I went through it on to voicemail. I do have meetings scheduled for most of the day, but you can reach me via email. This is bad. This message will never be responded." Or something like this. "Hi, Syed. I tried to reach you over the phone a few times. I'm reaching out from Realist.ai in Dubai. Last you spoke with my team was back in September 2023, and you were looking for a small apartment, blah, blah, blah." So, why the client should answer you? Why the client has to answer you? There are a lot of messages like this. Nothing special in this message. That's why clients never come back to you, never answer you. What you need to do right now just to get it, just to understand why your messages are not so good and why you can't reach out clients and they never answer you. Go please to Google right now. If you're looking this, if you're watching this stream on a recording, just pause it right now, after my words, of course, and just do this exercise right now. If you are watching it right now in the stream, so just make some notes what you need to do today just to go to the next level of sales. Okay, Google, and just type "buy real estate in Dubai." And just click some advertises right now here. So let's click here. Let's take this one. Let's take this one. So all advertising. So click at least 20, but please don't click on advertising of Realist, okay? Just don't spam us. So, but click advertising of different realtors and companies across the world. Once you work in not in with the Dubai market, but in different market, just write buy a property in Istanbul, buy a property in Bali, etc. And just leave some messages like this. So just apply in 20 websites right now, today. You're going to find that many of these companies will reach you out. Many of these companies will try to call you and speak with you. Just try to be an investor or a buyer and try to speak with these people and try to just have a look what messages they will send to you. You're going to find that 19 of 20 messages and calls are gonna be the same quality, the same information. So they're gonna ask you what kind of property you're looking for, and you can just continue. I'm looking for two-bedroom apartment, blah blah blah, and just try to identify what distinguishes them. And you're gonna find that nothing. All sales representative and all communications based on the same level. That's why once you send or just you call to your client the same way as others, your percentage of success is no more than 5% for getting the response. Why? Because if you think that your client just applied on your website and this is just one website in the world that he applied, you are going to be disappointed. Your client already, left his telephone number and email on at least 10 of websites and 10 of companies in average. Some of them just left contacts in 30 websites. And once you and others try to reach out this client the same way, you just stopped in obstacle of a lot of the same kind of messages. That's why people just don't answer you. You need to be special. You need to tell something that's unique, that is special about you, special about the company, and how to do it. First of all, it's the same thing in once you make a first call or once you write email, once you write a message. I can share with you my pitch to, for example, one of the richest people in the world. Let me find it for you. Sorry, it's not. Yeah, let me find it for you. So, this is my pitch on email, for example, for one of the richest people in the world, maybe VCs, etc. I just write, hi, I have been deeply inspired by your journey. Started info about you a few days. Unfortunately, I couldn't locate any mutual connections for an introduction, so I hope you don't mind the direct approach. Rich people usually are looking like warm introductions to start speak with you. Once you don't have these warm introductions, it's it's a big challenge to reach them out and get response. After I just write, my name is Alex, I'm founder of Realiste. Okay. After this, Realist helps, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares, right? So nobody just read it. Nobody reads it. And after I just do some numbers. Realist was launched only 1.5 years ago, but already achieved significant or impressive results. Revenue, GMV, some numbers, etc. And once I send this message to people who understand these numbers, they are gonna shocked, or they just see, oh, that's quite great results. And after they see these numbers, they start to read this message. And from this email, I have a response rate very high, like 10 times higher than that average email or average message. To make this for you, what do you need to do? You go to to make this kind of messages or emails to reach out to your clients. You should go to Realist. So just type Realist in Google. Click the Realist website. Click Chat with AI. And you're going to find AI made by Realist here. And this AI made for you, for salespersons, and it makes for you special, blurbs and special sales points, how you can do much better. Let me type for you and just what you can ask. Make for me sales points to my client about myself and the company I work. Let's say Realist. To message my client first time in WhatsApp. So we made this AI just downloaded all our knowledge about the sales, how to make messages, all information about residential real estate market across the world. So this is a most clever AI bot in terms of real estate market in the world right now, and you can use it in a different direction. You can ask some questions or ask her to prepare a message or email for you, etc. It's going to be very directly linked with the real estate market. It's much better than GPT. GPT is quite makes a good job on a high level, but you need specific information, right? So, okay, she wrote me in Russian because I asked her in Russian previously. Write me on English. Let's wait a little bit. So you need to send information why you are special and why the client should answer you, and so why the client should start work with you and spend his or her time on you. This is a very important thing. Once you don't do it, you're gonna have 98 of 100 silence of radio from the clients. That's why you need to think how you can do much better on your first step than other sales representative across the world. Okay, so she delivered for me 3 options. Option number 1, hi client name. I'm Alex from Realiste. I have 12 years of experience in real estate across 7 countries. Okay, you can fix it, right, for your specific situation. Why work with me? Good. It's explanation why you are unique. Realist platform access to unique analytics across 114 cities. Client success, so 400 successful deals totaling $200,000 million. Objectivity. Recommendations based on data, not personal interests of realtors. When is a good time to call you? Not good, not bad. Something the same but a little bit different, etc. You can write here, make me 10 options, 20 options, and 20 variations of these blurbs, and just fix it a little bit for your business, for your specific situation, for your market, and it's going to be much better than you just send the same messages as others. The same thing once you call to client. You should be very specific and just tell on the first 30 seconds why you are valuable. Let's play a little bit. So I call to the client. Okay, what I'm gonna tell as a man. Hello, John. I'm Alex from Realiste AI. We do the best analytics across the world for residential real estate. I would like to take 1 minute of your attention just to tell you how we are going to be very valuable for you. Not bad. Not 10 of 10, but 7 of 10. Much better than once you call and say, hello, this is Alex from Realist. Do you have a time? No, drop. or you call, hello, this is Alex. You were looking real estate, right? What you're looking for? Job. No way people would like to speak with you because you are not the first guy in this world who tried to call him or her. Second, this client for now is not sure that you worth his or her time to speak with you and tell you what he or her are looking for and why. So you're not respectful person now. So you just sound no one calling from nowhere. If you just tell realist it's good, but it's not that that should people spend all their time or like 10 minutes with you. It's much better than your colleague from a company no name, but you still don't rely on the name of the company. Even if today someone calls me from Amazon, I'm not going to spend my time, or I need to understand why this person calls me and why I need to spend my time. That's why your pitch on a call on the first 15 seconds or 20 seconds is going to be very valuable to the client or just intriguing why this client should speak with you. The same in WhatsApp, the same in email. Once you do it, you're going to be on top 2% of sales representatives across the world who understand how it works. The rest 98% of sales representatives do the bad job. That's why it's so easy to overperform them if you know how to do it on your first stage of communications with clients. On our CRM system, this stage is this three columns. So inbox. So once you just work in Realist, you have this inbox leads every day, right? So it's just new qualified leads that registered on a platform, or Jusica, our AI bot, qualified the client, etc. But you need to connect them now, and this is a problem. That's where you lose like 70% of the leads because of your wrong communications and just poor communications with no value to the clients. These three stages is all about communications and start communication with clients. Let's go to the next stage, how to prepare yourself and how to bring your client from a cold client, right, cold lead, to the client who would like to make a call with you or meeting with you or a Zoom call. So you write to the client your beautiful blurb, and once the client responds you need to say, let's jump on a Zoom call for 15 minutes and I'm going to present you the platform and analytics, and I will give you more information about the market and what neighborhoods are better to invest or better for to live in specific city. It's kind of good value proposition from the beginning. And the client thinks, okay, I will jump to the 15 minutes call. Probably I will get some valuable information for me, and I will, escape a lot of problems. Probably. So this guy looks good. Why not? So, and once you just agree with the client about the Zoom call, what you need to do, you need to ask this client his or her email. 100% you need to do it. Why? Because once you go after the call, you need to say to the client, please give me your email. I will send you an invite. So you make on your schedule the call, like call John, Alex, Realist AI. And you add here email of your client, and once you add here and send the invitation, this call is going to be on the schedule of your client. This is very important because once you don't do it, this client will miss your call. In a 50% chance, this client will miss your call. If you do this small thing about about inviting client into the calendar, you're gonna lose only 20% of calls. So in 10 uh, of 10 of potential meetings, you're gonna lose only two. On if you don't do it, of 10 of potential meetings without this invitation on the calendar, you're gonna lose at least five. That's why it's very important to take the email and just send invitation to your clients on your calendar and on his or her calendar. Let's go to the next stage, preparing for meeting and how to make the meeting. So on a CRM stage, now you have your clients who answered you and ready for a meeting. It means that 0% chance that you're gonna close no deals, but now 5% chance that you're gonna close the deal. It means that from 20 people who agreed to go with you on a meeting, you're gonna close one deal. That's how like pipeline works. And this percentage, let me explain you what this percentage mean. 5% go to the meeting, 10% was a meeting. Once you had the meeting, now it's 10% chance that you're gonna close the deal. It means that 10 people with whom you spoke on a meeting or just made the Zoom call or just personal meeting, just one of these clients will go with you into the deal. Once the deal is done, once the meeting is done, we have stage proof of work. We're going to speak about it a little bit later. 20% chance, 40% chance once you made introduction with the seller or with the developer, and you on a stage of discussion and uh, on a stage of speaking about potential deal. 60% chance once the booking form is signed. Booking form is when once your client signs some form or signs a contract with you but didn't pay yet, but haven't but but haven't paid yet. It means that from 10 people who sign the form, only 6 of them is going to be your deals closed. 80% wants expression of interest or taken or earnest money taken. It's kind of small deposit when the client send you this money or to the seller, to the developer, like 2% of sales price or something like this. 80% chance. It means that from 10 people who send money, earnest money or expression of interest, 8 of them will close the deal with you and 2 of them will escape the deal because of hundreds of reasons. Sometimes people die, sometimes something happened, etc. And once the unit is booked and 90%, 14% paid. It's usually once you sell real estate in Dubai, people pay 2%, after then 10, after then 4, after then 10 again. So in general, it's like 24, 26%. It's this chance, like once the client send you 14% of of price of real estate, right? So it's 90% chance that the deal is going to be closed. It means that from 10 people, 9 of them will close transaction with you and 1 will escape the transaction, out of transaction for different reasons. That's how conversion rate works and how the pipeline works. It means that you need to understand that to achieve your goals, you need to build a pipeline and just understand what is the percentage of conversion rate or what is the chance that the deal is going to be closed. Okay, now you know it. Let's go to the very important stage of sales process and how to make the meeting. Usually salespeople make the same mistake. They speak a lot on these meetings and they take 80% of 90% time by speaking and not listening. First meeting, you need to make only for 3 reasons. You don't need to sell on the first meeting. Never. You need to do 3 things. First thing, you need to show your professionalism and your knowledge. Second, you need to understand your client and what is the mindset and what your client believes in. I will explain later why. And the third thing, you need to schedule the next call or next meeting. Only these three things that you need to do on the first meeting. Do not try to sell anything on the first meeting. Never, never. It's a huge mistake of sales representative across the world. Why? Usually all people, we can divide all people by three groups. Why not three and not hundreds of groups? Because no reason to understand hundreds of groups. Difficult. It's quite no reason, no value. But we can identify three groups. The first group is a major group of clients, and you need to tell them everything which they agree with. So once you tell them something that they don't agree with, you're going to lose this client. And that's why you just made the meeting and the client just disappeared and the silence on the radio. Why? You can sell to the people only if you tell them everything they agree with. Once you say something wrong to them and they disagree, most of these people will never tell you about it. They just will say okay, and just they think that they need to escape this conversation. They need to cancel, this negotiation with you. Second type of persons usually try to argue on any point. And this is an important thing to understand them, because many of these people on the group from the group too, they usually need to be valuable. They need to be clever. That's why they argue on any point with you. You will never sell to these clients anything, or you're gonna spend hundreds hours of your time, or like dozens hours of your time, just to try to sell these people something. Just don't work with these people. Third category of the people, very clever people, but these people can listen your arguments, and if they don't agree but you present some facts and you present some knowledge to them, they can change their opinions. And this category number three is not more than 5% of all people across the world. Most of the people just not like this people. And it's just 5%. It means that if you just try to convince client in something that they not agree from the beginning, your chance to convince client only 5%, because this is just a very small group of people and small group of small amount of population in the world. They just can accept your arguments and just change their mind. That's why you don't need to work with group number 2 and group number 3, because through group number 3, just 5% of all population, you will never become rich selling to these people. So no, there are not a lot of people around the world like this. Group number 2, you will spend dozens, not hundreds, but a lot of your time just to convince them and just to argue with them, and they will never buy. So you need to work with the group number 1. And the group number 1 is approximately 80% of your clients. And they would like to hear from you something they agree with. If you tell something wrong or something they don't agree with you, you are going to lose this client forever. That's how the world, exists. This is a very important thing. Just one more time. Tell to the client something they agree with. This is a very important thing. And how to understand with what they agree and with what they don't agree. This is a very important part. That's why on the first pitch, on the first communication and meeting with the client, you should listen, not speaking. How to make a perfect meeting. If the meeting is half an hour, you speak 7 minutes on the beginning and after you asking questions. This is the only thing you need to do. If the meeting is about an hour, you should speak only 10 minutes maximum from the beginning, just to prove that you are professional and prove that you have knowledge. So these people can just rely on you and just tell you what they want. It's something like when you visit a doctor. So the doctor on the first stage, just the doctor pitched you about what the doctor made previously and about some disease, etc. And now after the speech you start to trust the doctor and you start to speak about your problems, but once not, you will never tell to the doctor everything. This is a very important part. So let's play a little bit how to present yourself and how to make the meeting perfect. By the way, in the group chat that I shared the link with you on this live stream, we're going to send you some positive, some great meetings that sales representative made in Realist. And we are going to send you some awful meetings that happened with the clients in Realist. And first group, like first sales representative closing a lot, and the second group of sales representative, they always fail on the deals. So let's play with me a little bit. So let me play this game with you, how to make a presentation and demonstration of Realist platform and how to speak with a client. Okay, let's say you are the client, just imagine it, and I'm Alex from Realist. So we're not going to spend half an hour, but I will give you like a short version of the meeting. Thank you for joining this call. I appreciate your time. Once again, my name is Alex. I'm responsible for working with the clients with a high budget and Realist, and I'm a great analytics clients like how I show them the platform, how I work with analytics. And if you don't mind, let me structure this call like I'm gonna make you a demo of a platform and analytics that I work with, and after we can discuss what I can do for you and what great offers I can bring to you from the whole of the market, if you don't mind. What do you think? Good, good. Okay. And after I just start to convince clients on my expertise, that I'm an expert, that I know everything about the market, etc. So, okay, let me show you with what tools I have once I help the clients. So, first of all, this is a Realist platform. For now, on this Realist platform, we can see the data from 124 cities. The data about residential markets, about transactions, what is the prices, etc. On the high level, we have analytics across all cities. For example, what is the average square feet price by all cities? And Monaco is the most expensive city for real estate right now, 4,700. So, for example, Dubai, the market I'm focusing on, is the place number 26. And literally by this data, we can see that Dubai, in terms of price for real estate, is dramatically undervalued. Also, we have different layers of data. For example, we can click here, like, show me the safety rate rating across all cities. And we're going to see that Dubai is the most safest city in the world. By the way, where you're from, what city you live. So the client gives you some piece of information about London or Tokyo or whatever. So let's have a look. Where is London right now? London has a place number 77. So literally Dubai is much more safe than London. And by the way, where we are getting the information about it. So in this platform of Realis, we're having 400 sources of different information across the world. On a high level, we are taking the sources from United Nations, from World Bank, etc. On the layer of the city, we have information about the neighborhoods, about all developers, and about all prices, etc. I will show you. So this is a platform that integrates hundreds of sources of data, so we can easily show you this data and navigate you through the platform and different markets. So let's have a look a little bit in Dubai. So in Dubai markets, this system split it all the city by neighborhoods, and we easily can see what are the prices for different cities of for different neighborhoods. So the purple neighborhoods are expensive, yellow neighborhoods have the average price, and the blue neighborhoods they are just most affordable neighborhoods in Dubai. And for example, right here, we can click like show another system to show the rental yield across the whole Dubai. And we're going to see that different neighborhoods have different rental yield. And we're collecting like all the data from rent and all the data from listings and what's on the market right now, just to compare different neighborhoods for different purpose. So by the way, what do you would like me to show? Like we have different layers of data. Is the rental yield like information is well available for you? The client says you something, so don't pitch, just tell something to the client and just show something to the client, ask a question. After this, show something, pitch a little bit, ask a question. So you're going to get small pieces of information from the client. Also, this platform could show you, for example, what is the price growth between other locations in Dubai for the past 12 months. That's how we can identify the great locations with undervalued pricing or overvalued pricing, and many more layers right now. If the client starts to interrupt you and just ask you to show me this location, show me that location, you say, okay, let's have a look at the location you would like. And you can use this search. Just the client tells you about some location or the project, you can just write this, like downtown, for example. And click. So this is going to be the downtown. And you can explore a little bit how it works and what data you can find, you can show here, etc. So how to work with the platform, we have a separate stream, and I will explain how to use every feature on the platform. So you need to know how to use the platform perfectly just to answer or meet the needs of your client. But after, also, so we have all locations and all information is entering this platform daily. But also we have, but also we have all projects and all new developments in Dubai on this platform. So 400 projects available right now. And we have the prices of these projects and real-time updating information from the developers right now. For example, this platform is very valuable because we can click here and just ask the system to show the ranking of all projects in Dubai based on rental yield. So I click just show me the rental yield, and all projects in Dubai is on the map right here, ranked by rental yield. So the best project with a rental yield in Dubai is 7.8% return to the investors net after service charge and expenses in long-term contracts. So, and all the projects below will deliver less. So the best project in Dubai will deliver 7.8%. The worst project in Dubai will deliver 1.5 in terms of rental yield, of course. And we have hundreds of layers of data and opportunities to search, to find, etc. It means that I can bring to you literally the best projects, the best units you can buy in a whole city using this platform and technology that I have access to. That's what I can do for you. So it's better for me to know what is better for you. Just give me some your thoughts about what you're looking for, etc. And that moment you stop your presentation. Now only the client speaks, and you just ask questions. Then more questions you ask on this period of time, and then more information you will get from the client, the more valuable is gonna be for the client and for you, and it's gonna be better conversion rate. Why? I told you about that. You need to work with the first category of clients and tell them only things that they agree with. It's important to not say to these clients, we use AI for identify blah, blah, blah. Why? Because most of these clients are not agree that AI is better than humans. AI will bring some value, etc. Once you say I'm using AI or Realist, it's not good. Tell I'm using analytics. That's how it works. So you can show the client agrees that this is a good analytics, right? But once you say AI, you're gonna face with a lot of obstacles and argumentation and just no trust because you already told to the client something that they are not agree with. So that's why you need to ask a lot of questions. What kind of questions you can ask? What do you think about the city, about Dubai market? Uh, what do you think? What neighborhoods you already know, and what real estate investment you already made? What do you think about different developers? Do you know something about some developers, and what do you think about them for now? What do you think? What is the best investment strategy for you? Like renting out, or buy for resell, or buy on the off-plan property. So you ask questions and you get response. And once you get response, you can just give some small piece of information on top of this. But you don't need to tell something that clients will argue or the client disagrees. Why? Because you're going to lose this client. That's what I explained to you previously. And you asking questions more and more and more and more, and the client should open you, him or herself, and give you information about what is the family about, why they would like to invest, what cities they just consider to invest in, and more information. This is a very important part. Why? First of all, you're gonna know with what information clients agrees, and you will never pitch to this client on the second meeting or in your communication something this client disagrees. Second, and the most important part, once you asking questions to the client, you will be able to qualify your client for yourself. Don't work with all clients. Work only with the clients which are qualified to you specifically. Once you work with a budget $1 million and above, you should qualify the client and understand the budget and more other things. But this is a very important part because once you start to work with each client, with every budget, with every ask that you try to just to sell them, you are gonna not be a successful salesperson. First thing, why you need these questions? You need to understand what is a client about and his or her mindset. Second, you need to qualify this client for yourself. And once you qualified the client and you understand that the client is qualified for you, specifically for your market, for type of investment, for the budget, for, for the knowledge that literally you can help to this client find something valuable and buy, that's wonderful. Once you understand using this question and using this first meeting, and you understand that the client is not qualified for you, you should stop working with this client because you will spend a lot of your time during other stages for not qualified clients and you will not closing the deals. Why? On the month perspective, you have only 24 days workable days. Like sales work much more than average office people, like not 21 days per month, but 24 days. And in a day, you have maximum 10 hours. It means that you have only in a month 24 to 240 hours, and you need to spend these hours on the most valuable clients and qualified clients you have. How it works in general. All your sales process works like this. This is your sales channel. Once you just first time reach out the client, you spend a very small portion of your time for the new client. You just send the message, right? So it's nothing. Once you have a call, you're gonna spend half an hour, maybe several hours to the client to identify. But once you go to the next stages of the sales pipeline, you're going to spend 8 hours or 10 hours with the client who will close with you the transaction. That's why only 240 hours a month you have just to distribute it right between different clients in your sales pipeline. Why? Because people are closing transactions with you. Sales representative think that it's all about the trust. That's right, but no, this is not whole truth. People don't trust you because you are smart, or people don't trust you because you have some information. People can trust you only in two scenarios. First scenario, they just lived some difficult situation with you, just you together passed through the difficult situation, like some disaster or whatever, or some very high great moments together. That's how people start to trust you. So you can do it with all your clients. Literally, you can just, you know, you can just live with your client with all this difficult situation, right? Or a very high great situation like the new child appeared in the family or something like this. So you can just rely on the second type of trust, how the trust built. All about the trust. It's all about the spending time with you only. Why? Let me give you an example. So we have two guys. You, which is very clever, very high intelligent, with platforms, AI, whatever. And let's take a guy who spent 8 hours with his clients on a vacation or in some hotel, like just met with this guy and spent 8 hours or just drank some in beer together, whatever. And this client has the guy near him here, which he spent 8 hours, and you just called him and just had a short talk for 30 minutes. You have no trust, and this guy will have all the trust. Why? Because trust it's only about spending time together. Clients don't spend time with you because they just don't like you, for example. That's why they don't respond to you. They don't respond to you. Or they just don't want to meet you, etc. Because you said something wrong, you said something they disagree with, etc. But once they spend with you a time, they by definition start to trust you. Trust it's all about the time. It's not about the knowledge, it's not about the technology, it's not about something, it's all about the time. Why, for example, you trust Elon Musk? Because you have spent with his content already more than 10 hours. So approximately 8 hours, it's something valuable for trust. Before the 8 hours of content or personal communication, etc., it's approximately less. It's approximately not enough time to to develop the trust between people. But 8 hours plus, it's something when the trust started to be 8 hours. You trust people you live with, your wife, your grandmother, etc., because you spent a lot of time together. That's very important thing. Time together. That's why you have only 240 hours a month, and you need to distribute this time because on the final stage with the client, before the deal is closed, you're gonna spend 4 or 5 hours together in communications, in WhatsApp, in Zoom calls, in meetings, whatever. So here you're gonna spend like a 5 minute per client. Here you're gonna spend 1 hour per client. Here you're gonna spend 3 hours per client. And before the transaction is done, you're gonna spend total 8 hours and more with your client with whom you close a transaction and to whom you sold. That's why it's super important to qualify your clients and identify is it your client or just you need to skip. Because if you don't skip, you're going to spend all your 240 hours a month for wrong clients and you're not going to close any transactions or close so less transactions that you could. That's why the first meeting with the client is very important, not to sell, but to convince client about your expertise and about your knowledge. It's 7 minutes maximum, 10 minutes maximum. Asking a lot of questions and speak with the client about the need, about why, and what client think to understand what points, what arguments your client agree with. And after this call and after this meeting, you should write in your CRM system everything about this client, what you understood about this client. Why? Because once you have hundreds of clients, you're going to miss this information. You need to make the notes like, first, this client agrees with 1, 2, 3. This client would like to have this. This client agrees that Dubai is a good market, or this client thinks that Dubai is a not good market because Spain is better. Blah blah blah. You need to put this information inside your CRM system about at least 10 points with what your client agree. 10 points at least. Why? Based on these points and this information, you're gonna build your pitch, you're gonna present to the clients offers, etc. That's we will discuss on the stage 3, and we call it proof of work. Yeah, and this first meeting, you need to, the third point, you need to, first one, so you need to bring your expertise on the table. Second, you need to understand the mindset of your client and what this client agrees with. And third, you need to qualify this client for yourself, just to understand is it necessary to spend the time on this client to have a transaction, to have a deal, to make money, or you need to skip this client or send to your colleagues who which can match better with this client and do not spend your time. This is why first meeting you should do. This is what you should do on this first meeting. Never sell on the first meeting. Never. At least if you sell just like pencils, right? Or pens. If you sell real estate, never, never, ever sell anything on your first pitch to the client. Never on the first meeting. Never, never, never. Or you're going to lose this client forever. Or you're going to lose a lot of clients and a lot of deals. Done. Let's go to the next step, and we call it proof of work. And now we have stage of proof of work. In Realist, we call it proof of work. Why? Usually salespeople, they start to send messages to client with offers like, this is a beautiful project, this is description, this is a PDF file, etc. But it's too early. Now you need to make a proof of work for your client. So to spend 30 minutes or 20 minutes just to convince clients that you made something for this client specifically for him or her. How to do it? Much better way to do it. Use the service Loom or other services just to make a recording of your presentation. So just sign up on this service or other services, whatever. And on this service, you can make a presentation with your video, like in a circle. You video in a circle and you make a presentation about the platform and about the options. So how it could look like. First of all, this is like a game, okay? So let's play. So Hi, John. I'm making presentation for you just based on what you have told me previously on our conversation, and I selected for you some options. Just to before this recording, you just understand once again. You just read down all these 10 points that your client agrees with. And now you prepared like selections of the projects, selections of the neighborhoods that is good for your client, that your client could like. And also on this presentation, you should prepare three options. Two of them is kind of good, but not significantly 100% match. And one of these options is 100% match. Why you need to make three options? So you need to highlight free options, free projects, or free neighborhoods, whatever. Why? Because you need to compare it, and just your client will understand that these options literally you selected good, but one of all these options literally 100% match to this client. So how to make it happen? So you're making recording on the platform and say like, um, as we discussed, the budget is $1 million to $1.5 million. Apply. So also we need a two-bedroom apartment, and we needed to rent it out as we discussed. So in general, 52 options and 52 projects are good for your search, but it's still it's a lot. So I just selected three neighborhoods for you. First of all, I selected this neighborhood like downtown because of 1, 2, 3, 4. I selected also this neighborhood that is could match your criteria. This neighborhood is Dubai Hills because of 1, 2, 3, 4. This neighborhood is more affordable, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's why I selected this building for you, that building for you, etc. But I think this building is match your criteria much more, and it's quite difficult to get the units on this new launch and new building because of 1, 2, 3, 4. But I will do it for you. So this is my research for you, and blah 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 blah. 20, 30 minutes of recording to your clients that you qualified. So you don't need to do this job to non-qualified for your client, only for qualified clients. Yes, you spent your time 20, 30 minutes by presenting it on a Zoom call, sorry, on a video recording to the client. And after you record it and you send to this client and just send kind of follow-up messages like, John, I just made research for you, just please have a look and let's discuss. Something like this. Definitely your client will have a look if it's super personal and you made your job, you made proof of work. Now once your client have a look at this, maybe this client will never like watch it for 30 minutes, but the impression of you is going to be much higher than from all other realtors and all our other salesperson around the world. So you made your work specifically for your client. You put your efforts in this relationship. This is a very important part. Only after this proof of work, you literally can go to the next stage and discuss some projects in WhatsApp or maybe schedule a next Zoom call, etc. But this is a very important part, proof of work. Without this proof of work, you will send like messages, offers, PDF files, whatever. You will never get the great results in conversion rate. You need to spend your time on this client and make your proof of work for this client. It could be a presentation, real-time presentation, like recorded presentation, or it could be estimation of his or her portfolio of assets or of apartments around the Dubai or around other neighborhoods. You need to make your proof of work, something to make specifically for your client that meets his or her criteria. This is a very important part. Done. The next stage is always about discussion and convincing. So once you already picked some neighborhoods, some projects, some buildings, some developers, and you now try to discuss what unit better to pick, what what best project of two better to pick. You just bring more information and more insights and more researches about the market, about the developer, about the data, etc. You need to find this information, specific information for your client. What is going to be in this neighborhood? What is going to be the future infrastructure? Any kind of information just to convince the client to make your decision, to make his or her decision right now or this week. This is a very important part. On the period of convincing and discussion, you're going to spend hours of your time speaking with clients and sending messages and respond to the messages of the client. A lot of time you need to spend. That's why you need to qualify your clients first, just to make this proof of work, and after spend hours for trying to close the deal. You will be able to bring sellers like representative of the developer into the call or other job that is going to be necessary to convince your client to make decision and move. Like move, I mean uh, to act. um, this is a very important part. What do you need to do? You need to spend more and more time. And once you're on the stage for discussion and convincing, you need to speak with your client at least one time in 2 days. If you just miss this timing, you're gonna lose your client, because this is a very important part. Now you need to be much closer with your client to make the deal happen, because on this stage the client still has concerns, maybe some obstacles, etc., and you need to solve all these problems. You need to solve all these obstacles and problems, and you need to find the right words, right information to convince he or her to go to the next stage and close the deal and sign the contract. So in this stage, don't let your client go away, or just don't let your client think a lot in without your attention, without your impact on these decisions, or you're gonna lose your client. So in the pipeline, this stage is always on the 40% and 60% chance to close. So for now, this client for you is very important, because the 40 or 60% chance to close a transaction is very valuable client for you right now. It's these stages are after the proof of work. Okay, let's go to the next and final stage. Uh, it's about the closing. Now you need to, so you convince the client to buy some specific unit. You discussed everything. Your client happy that he or she wants to take the units or units in some specific building, some specific project, etc. Now it's the stage to take the money. How to take the money? You need to a little bit push the client and just send, this is a booking form, we need to sign it today, we need to sign the contract today, because these units are going out, because it could be sold, etc. You need to push a little bit, but constantly. This is the most important part. On the stage of closing, you're gonna spend at least 1-2 hours a day with your client. That's how it's important to spend your time rationally. As I told you, about 240 hours. Why? You need to spend 2 hours, 1-2 hours a day with the client, because now you need to be with the client every day. And this process could take you from 1 day to 7 days. Once you don't do it, you're gonna miss your client, you're gonna lose your client and lose the deal, because of hundreds of obstacles and problems and situations and other competitors that could impact the decision. That's why you need to be super close with your client and spend at least 5-6 hours for the next several days. You need to send the messages every day, call every day. Once you don't do it, you're gonna lose your client. So this is the stage once you need to every day think how to make the next message, how to make the next call, how to take the attention and the time of your client with you, just to take it and just to hold it with you. This is a very important part. This is on the stage like 60% to 90%. And on this stage, you're gonna solve a lot of problems that your client can sign, your client can transact money, your client has some restrictions for transaction money, and hundreds typical of problems that could appear. That's why you need to spend a lot of time with this client on this stage. And once you don't have this time, you're going to lose the deal. Once you just send the booking form and just ask to sign and just come back to the client after 3 days, you lost the deal. 100% or 90% chance. That's why you send the booking form, you say to the client, sign it today, please. It's very important to sign it today. How I can help you to sign it, and blah, 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 etc. You need to be very close to the client. That's all. These are 5 stage and 0 stage plus 0 stage about preparation and packaging yourself. And now you're gonna good. Now you're gonna do a wonderful job and close a lot of transactions and sales, makes a lot of sales. Because every step, your conversion rate is gonna be much higher than of all other sales representatives across the globe. You're gonna be on top 2% of sales once you just value my words and just use it today. And I just recommend you to make notes all about I just told you today and just go and do it today. Package yourself today. Just start to absorb information about your market today. Start to watch my videos and interviews, or like my videos about education today. And on the group chat that I shared with you already, let me share with you it again. We're going to send you all this information and links and valuable videos that you should have a look and explore just to make better deals and better conversion rates. Copy this chat again and send you in the chat. So please join this chat right now, and you're gonna find my personal contacts in this web chat, also the team of Realiste, and also we'll send you information with all necessary links you should know and you should use. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching this live stream, and I hope you liked it and enjoyed it. Thank you for your time. Bye.